Well, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. Yesterday, Saturday, we spent at the cabin. Just drove up for the day. Took my brother Gary's children tubing behind the jet ski. Went for a little pontoon ride, had a great lunch, lots of laughs and yucks as usual. Today, Lori and I are at home on a Sunday, beautiful Sunday. It's 45 degrees. It's about 7 in the morning. And today we have chores to do around the house. I have to go out to the tree stand we put up last week and trim it out. You'll see what I mean by that. I'll put trees, limbs on the steps to kind of hide it from the deer. Make it a lot less obvious is what I'm trying to do. And then we're going to make some more freezer corn, probably 5 dozen ears out of our garden. We'll pick at minimum of 5 dozen. Get some more freezer corn ready for the winter. Do some potatoes. I got some pruning to do in the yard of trees. Plus, a tree fell across the trail out there. I've got to get that off the trail on our way back to the deer stand. And then Lori wants me to cut some, well, I guess I'll call them like plaques or plates out of a cherry tree that's down out there that she can put planters on. Making planters out of them. Put your coffee cups on and stuff. So I'll do that today too. It's going to be a busy day around the house. Had 2 deer walk through the backyard this morning. Look like 2 fawns. Pretty cool. We love living out here in the country. So another great day. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. Thank you. You gonna come along? You gonna come along for the ride, Pipes? Huh? All right, let's go. So what happened is this tree fell down across the trail. I'm going to cut it up. There's a little cherry over there. I'm going to cut some planters for Lori. So we'll get this out of the way and then we'll go back to the tree stand back there. It is so cool in the woods right now. I'll show you over here where some of our stands are. It's so beautiful. It's Sunday and it's really cool out. Lori says I got to do this slower. A couple of our stands are back right in there. Deer stands, nice trails. Here's our trail going where we're going to head down. It's right here. Pretty cool. We'll be at the swamps straight ahead there. So we'll be back in there after I get this tree out of the way. All right, here we go. Okay, so what I'll use that wood for, it'd be great for the maple syrup next year. It's kind of not too good for burning in the fire for the house, but this will work great for when we evaporate maple syrup. It'll be perfect. So now I'm going to go over and cut the cherry tree. I'll show you that. Little plaques for Lori so you kind of know what I'm talking about. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut about 1-inch slices off with this, and then Lori will use them as coasters, kind of big coasters for planters, or you'll see eventually how they're going to look here after I get done cutting them. so hopefully you can see this. But this is a cherry wood. It has beautiful grain pattern to it. So once Lori gets them all varnished and stuff, they're going to be beautiful. So hopefully you can see that in the shadows, but it's going to be cool. Then you use them, maybe put your salt and pepper shakers on them, your sugar, whatever it is you want, but Lori will take care of that. So pretty cool. Through the swamp we go. Man, usually this is so wet. I need knee boots or hip boots to get through here, but she's bone dry this year due to the drought. Property owns pretty cool. It has many things. It has grouse, it has pheasants, coyotes, whitetail, bear. We've seen it all, man. Gosh, I'm not sure if it's a pine. I think it's a pine marten we've seen. I just saw one the other day go through the backyards. We see them during the deer season all the time running around back here. It's probably what's eating all our grouse. But this is a super cool property. We're maybe an hour from downtown Minneapolis, but still way out in the country. Boy, the deer are using that. Nice runway there. There's David's other stand right there. Now we're going to head to the new one. It's probably only 40 yards away, but it covers different ground. Oh hey, there's Piper right behind me. She's a stick dog. Look at that. Hey Pipes, you brought your stick? What a goofy dog. She dragged that stick all the way out. She's been carrying it around all morning. I think she sees me carrying sticks all the time, so she kind of wants to be like her owner. Kind of weird, but that's cool. Okay, so we're at the stand. Ah, nice. There's this little opening right here. Stands right there. Pretty cool. Now it's going to be all camo. You see what it looks like now. I'll take it with the other camera too, but when I get done with it, it's going to look totally different than it does right now. So, alright. Switching to the other camera. So, as you see, you can see that ladder plain as day all the way up to the stand, which is right up there. So by the time I get done with it, you're not going to see any of that. You might see some of the crossbars, but not. You'll see the stand till I get a shroud on it, which I'm going to probably purchase this week. But here we go. I'm going to do this now. I'm going to cut a tree down. I'm going to zip tie it to those legs and camouflage it a little bit. You'll see. Here we go. so now I'll show you what I did. I'll go up even higher and zip tie that top up there. I took a popple, like all the popples are around here, and I put it right up against that thing. And disguise it so you'll see as it gets higher it's going to camouflage it. And the leaves will eventually fall off, but at least it won't be just sheer metal on it. So I'm going to climb up there and zip tie the rest of those. You'll see how that goes. Take a look at that now. See how that looks. It's kind of done. I got to trim up the top, but I didn't bring a pruning hang saw with me. Check out it now. Start from the bottom. You can still see the crossbars, but eventually I may come out and put wood on those too. But now it's like you can't even see the stand anymore, which is kind of cool. But that's what I do. Trim them out a little bit with some branches, make it more natural looking. And she's set to go. Alright, one more chore done. Sweet corn I think is next. We'll see what Lori's got planned for me when I get in there, but that's it. I got, like I said, hand pruning up on top. There's just too many branches where you're sitting. I'll actually put a shroud up there too. But this is going to be a nice little stand right here. Eventually, as the deer get used to it, the rut comes. So we'll see a lot of cool stuff out here. Lots of cool stuff. That's all. In we go. Back through the swamp. Alright, so all of this, bring it over here. See if you can see it. All this wood is for maple syrup next spring. Some of it's oak, some of it's just goofy stuff that I've cut out there. That was box elder I just cut. But yeah, we'll just use this all for next spring. Getting it all set up, get it dried out good so it burns good. Lots of wood there. Set to go. Alright, so what we're going to do is this brush pile right here this winter, when I get a good snowy day, I'll burn that bad boy down. It's getting kind of big, and these pine trees have gotten so big to my burning pile. It's got to do it in the winter time, but so we'll get that baby all burnt up. Got one more load of brush to put in here for the day, and then I think it's sweet corn or maybe lunch for Lori and I, and then what time is it? Almost lunchtime. Then we got to do sweet corn, so slowly picking away at all our chores on a beautiful, beautiful Sunday day. Sunny day. It's a beautiful day. Well, I had to show you. My wood pile's still sitting here from last spring, but now that we're starting to get a little cooler weather, it'll be time to start pounding on this thing pretty soon. But that stack's about 6 feet tall, 20 feet long. We'll get some nice wood out of that. Still owe Tim some. He's got to come over and get some. He helped me cut it, so obviously he can get some. So get that pretty soon. Well, we thought we'd give you a little garden update. We're going to grab a bunch of sweet corn today and process some more sweet corn for freezer corn. Lori found a whole bunch of tomatoes she's going to be picking, or maybe she already did, I don't know. She's over there picking them right now. But we got tons of cabbage over here. Cabbage right there. We've actually picked about probably, maybe a good third of the potatoes already. But over here you see we've got some watermelons right there. Nice sweet watermelons. We're going to try those one of these days. Probably cut one a day and see if they're ready. And here in the tomatoes, all that row hasn't been touched. We think those are Yukons. We can't quite remember. But for right now, we're going to start grabbing a bunch of corn. Windy out today, and we got to water when we're done picking corn. So that's where we're at. Go pick corn. That's 6 dozen. That's a good jump on her. 6 dozen ears of corn in the bucket. Bring that in, start husking it. Maybe I'll show you a little bit rest of the garden while I'm out here. So, all the beans are gone. Peas are all pulled up. This is that last batch of corn that I planted, so it's not quite ready yet. If you see there, it'll be ready. We still have a lot of corn left growing here in the last batch. Could have picked that one. All these are still growing. We're going to water today yet. Beans are all gone. Lori's tomatoes are kicking butt. She just harvested a bunch of them. We have a rabbit issue, so I got some live traps set up there. Here we've got some squash. These are all pumpkin pie pumpkins. I didn't know there was special kind of pumpkins for pumpkin pie pumpkins, but there is. Yeah, you know what? I'm supposed to get out of the sun too. Pumpkin pie pumpkins. Never knew there was such a thing. So I started making pumpkin pies. What else we got over here? What happened to our watermelons, Lori? There were some over here, the big ones. Oh, here they are. Watermelon there. A couple of them. I should get out of the sun again, man. A couple beautiful watermelons right there. Over here we got a big one. I think this is one we're going to pull in today. And cut it up and see how she looks. What else we got over here? More pumpkin pie pumpkins here. Lori's trimming her plants. Holy moly, what's digging over here, Lori? What is that? Holy moly, we got a woodchuck or something right here, Lori. Holy man. No kidding. That's a big woodchuck there. Holy moly. We gotta get rid of him. What do we got going here? More watermelons, or squash over here. You know what I don't see any of, Lori, anywhere, is that favorite squash of mine.
Butternut. I planted it twice, so I don't know.
Wow, butternuts never came up. That's too bad. My favorite kind of squash. Oh, these might be them right here. Here they are. Look at those tiny little butternuts right there.
Yeah, those are the ones I
yeah,
planted twice.
There are some here. Good. All right. Lori's tomatoes. She's got a bunch of Romas right there.
It's a jungle.
Growing good. It's a jungle in there. They always are every year. Just the way it is. So, all right. There's your garden tour for the day. Update. And we're going to go husk corn. Alright, I think we have about 6 dozen ears from our own garden. Pretty cool. Bounty of Lori and I's hard work all spring. Mainly Lori. She works her butt off at that weed and stuff. I can do it for a short while, but not as long as she does it. So she's still out there now, tending to her tomatoes. I'm going to husk these and she's going to come in and help me bag them. Alright, last one. 6 dozen plus, I think. Maybe under, I don't know, right around 6 dozen. Show you the quality of this corn. This is all free range, grass fed. No herbicides, no pesticides, hand weeded, but mainly free range corn. Check out all of these. All set to go and get cut up. Pretty nice little bucket of corn. Alright, so Lori and I have 6 dozen ears to do. It's about 2:20. We're just starting out, and we're going to see how long it takes us to do 6 dozen. So that's where we're at. We'll catch you when we're at the end. Thanks. Alright, so as we did last weekend, I've got the angel cake pan right here, kind of filled with some corn already. We just hold this right in the hole. Perfect, it works great. One of my friends up north, my friend Butch, taught me that, and he taught me the fillet knife too, so it works real good. All right, one cob all done. That's how long it takes to do one cob. It's fun. All right, this is the last corn of cob, or cob of corn. It's a 255. I did it in 35 minutes. 6 dozen ears I cut off with the electric knife. Lori's been bagging them as fast as I can cut them off the cob. Lori reminded me we should talk about the mixture that we put it in. So it's 5 cups of water, 1/2 cup of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of salt. And in the bags, the quart bags, we put 2 cups corn and 3/4 cups brine. Sometimes Laura will put 3 in just because we like to have a lot of corn with our meals in the wintertime. So 3 cups of corn, 3/4 cup of brine. That's what you do. That's what you do. So we're almost done. Laura's just got to finish bagging this up, and I got one more to go. So that's how we make our freezer corn. All right, so Lori had another great idea. She's full of them. She wanted to know what our yield is. So we had 6 dozen ears. And how many bags did you get, Lori? 14?
14.
14 bags with 3 cups of corn in each one. We've got a little bit more in here to do, so that's what we yielded. They weren't the biggest cobs in the world, but they were fresh out of our garden. Like I said, organic, free range, and grass-fed. So.